Hello, I'm Ollie and this is Criminally, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today is something completely different. Today I want to talk to you about the book club I run to see if you'd like to join it. So people may or may not know about this, and I probably don't talk about it enough. So I run a book group on my Discord server called the Birth Book Club. And the genesis of this was last year I created a book tag. And if you don't know what a book tag is, it's you as a creator make a video where you have a series of questions and then you answer the questions yourself, but you tag other creators at the end of it and they can then answer those questions in videos and tag more people. And it sort of spreads around BookTube. So I created the Birth Year book tag last year, which had questions based around, like your favourite book from your birth year was the main question, but there were also questions about movies and books from the year you turned 18 and things like that. And when a number of people had done that tag, had created their videos, I watched all the videos and came up with a list of everybody's favourite books from their birth year. And what we've been doing in the book group is reading through some of those books. So we read one every month, have a bit of discussion about it on my Discord, and people enjoy it. We have a vote each month to pick the book we're going to read. I'm really bad at remembering to put that vote up in time, so I need to get better at that. But the purpose of today's video is to try and expand that book group. So to let people know it exists and to see if there's anybody out there who would like to get involved and join it, but also to invite all of you as viewers and subscribers, so as people who don't necessarily have channels, to nominate your favourite birth year books as well for us to add to the list of books to read. So we've still got quite a few on the list, but we're always looking for more, and it will be great to have a bigger list of books to pick from. So the ask is incredibly simple. All you need to do is look up books from the year you were born, and if you go onto a site like Goodreads or even just in Google, you can find lists of books from certain years. Pick the one that's your favourite from the year you were born and then put that either in the comments on this video, or if you go to my Discord server, which is linked in the description for this video, and find the birth year reading group channel within the Discord, you can mention it in there, and either way I will add it to the list, and it will be part of the pot that we vote on in our reading for future months. So as an example, and this wasn't my birth year book pick, so my birth year book, so my year of birth was 1973, so the book I chose was The Princess Bride by William Goldman. Another one, which I could have chosen, but I haven't actually read, so I couldn't call it my favourite, is Crash by J.G. Ballard. So this is a book I'm intending to read soon, but that's another 1973 book. So yeah, have a look have a look online, and you may already know the answer, but have a look online if you'd like to get involved. Find your favourite book from the year you were born. Put it either in the comments for this video or in that channel on my Discord and get involved in the discussion. Join the group. As I say, it's very relaxed. We just have a bit of a chat each month about the books that the book we're reading that month. We use spoiler tags and things like that, so there will be no spoilers, so you don't need to worry about that. But it's just a nice informal group where we read a variety of different books. And one of the reasons I created the tag in the first place, and wanted to to generate some interest in it, was to get a list of books that kind of get forgotten about, because everyone has favourite books from the past, but when you narrow it down to a particular year and have to pick your favourite book from that year, it gets a bit more interesting. And particularly when you are going back to, as most of us will be, the 70s, the 80s, maybe the early 90s, you get books that kind of have been a bit forgotten about, books that may have been popular in their day, but people don't talk about anymore. Crash would probably be quite a good example of that. So we have read, some really interesting books from the kind of 60s and 70s so far, which are books I probably wouldn't have read otherwise. And I'm always interested in expanding my reading and just trying different things. And this seems like a good way to do that. So we've got, at the moment, the list has got books from all sorts of different genres represented on it, and I'm sure it will continue to do so. So yeah, if you'd like to get involved, really simple ask. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I will try to answer them. But it would be great to get as many people involved as possible in future reads. and as I say, to get as many books as possible on that list. Okay, time for a random book from the shelves. Actually, I mentioned this book in the video because it was on my lap, but the reason I had it on my lap was because it's today's random book from the shelves. So, Crash by J.G. Ballard, from my birth year of 1973. I really like the J.G. Ballard books I've read, but I've only read two. So I've read High Rise, which I thought was excellent, and Empire of the Sun, which I read when I was a teenager. This is probably one of his most famous books. So about a man who is erotically aroused by car crashes, supposed to be very dark and twisted, but I'm really keen to read it. So I hope you found that interesting. It will be fantastic to get as many people involved as possible. As I say, the list so far has been generated by creators who made the book tag video, so it'd be wonderful to get some viewers to get their book recommendations in there as well for their favourite birth year books, and just to have as broad a discussion as we can about these books as we read them. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're safe and well out there. Hope you're reading good stuff, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.